Good morning, students. Let us take now the review of the chapter that we have done till now. The first topic that we have done is electrostatic charges, means the charges at rest produce electric effects. Frictional electricity means the electricity which has been produced by rubbing two insulating bodies. The basic cause of frictional electricity is the transfer of electrons from one body to another, and work function is the minimum amount of energy required to eject the electron from the metal surface. The body having lower work function will release the electron and goes to the body which is having higher work function. And then we have discussed the process of charging by induction, in which we can charge two different bodies, or we can charge a single body by bringing a charged glass rod along with it near to it, right? So today's we are going to discuss the topic quantization of charge. As the name indicates, quantization of charge means the quantity of charge. Here the word quantization means quantity of charge. Quantity of charge means we can have the number of charges which are emitted from, or we can say which are ejected from one metal surface to another, are in the numbers like 1 electron can be transferred, 2 electrons can be transferred, or 3 electrons can be transferred. As we have discussed earlier, when we are having an atom in which center part is nucleus and electrons are revolving around its certain fixed orbit. When the atom which is having the lower function, the substance which is having lower function will eject the electron, and that will transfer to the another insulating bodies by rubbing, right? So we can say in that case only integral number of electrons will be emitted, means either one electron will emitted and go to the another body, or two electrons are emitted or go to the another body, and so on. Means the net charge on a body can be integral multiple of the basic unit of charge, right? So the charge on a body is the integral multiple of basic unit of charge. Here Q is the charge on the body, N is the integral multiple, and E is the basic unit of charge, which is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb, right? In this case we can say the net charge on a body, if a body is having n1 number of electrons and n2 number of protons, okay? So in that case the net charge on the body is n1 electron plus n2 proton. In this case we will put a sign of negative in front of electron to indicate that electron is a negatively charged particle. Or we can say the net charge on the body is n2 minus n1 into electron, because P is equal to E in numbers, right? Because the number of electrons is equal to number of proton over the atom to make it electrically neutral. So net charge on the atom will be, on the substance will be n2 minus n1. For example, we can take an example of this. For example, suppose the number of electrons on any substance are 5. Number of electron is equal to 5, and the number of proton is equal to 4. Suppose in that case the net charge which can be calculated Q is equal to 5, right? n2 minus n1 करना है, ठीक है? तो in that case -5 plus 4 into E, or we can say -1 E. It means the excess charge that will exist on the body will be -E, and that body will be negatively charged body. And if the proton number is more, if number of protons are more and number of electrons are less, in that case we will have the +1 or whatever with the value of the charges, the number of electrons will be there. Accordingly that charge will exist over the body. The next question that comes to our mind is, what is the basic cause of quantization? Quantization of charge हुआ क्यों? What is the basic cause? The cause is that only integral number of electrons will be ejected from one substance to another, right? So that is why there are situations like in macroscopic situations. Macroscopic means when we are dealing with a large number of electrons. In that case, quantization have to be ignored, because this law is applicable only at the microscopic level. Only at the microscopic level means when we are dealing with the 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron, 4 electrons, or countable number of electrons, in that case we can follow the quantization of charge. But when we are talking about the macroscopic level, in that case it can be ignored.